What's going on, everybody? Welcome. This is not our normal Wednesday live. It's now a Sunday live. We have a very special occasion, and I just wanted to come on here, spend a few minutes with all of you. As we give me a couple minutes here, we'll kind of get settled in just for a little bit. Give everybody time. This wasn't really scheduled, so it didn't really get a whole lot of time to get the notifications out. But yeah, what's going on? How is everybody doing on this fine Sunday evening? Sunday? Yeah, it's Sunday. You gotta think about that because I'm not usually on on Sunday evening. Oh, that says okay, that makes sense, I guess. It says the chat is unavailable. Why is that? There we go. There we go. We've got the chat. We got to get this back out here. Hang on, bear with me. No, hopefully we're not having the technical difficulties. I'm just trying to get everything set up. So we got some people here. Gina's here. What's up? Long time no see. Tony's here. Tony says, good evening, sunshine. Right on, Tony. Good evening to you as well. Time Surfing's here. Time Surfing says, congratulations, dude. Woohoo! 100. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I gotta get this chat where I can see it. Pop the chat out. There we go. There we go. What's that? Bring that over here so I can see the video preview, and then I can see the chat all at once. Right on. There we go. There we go. Right on. Okay. Right on. Thank you, Time Surfing. Gina says, yes, congratulations. Thank you. Yes, guys, we are here. We're here today. I'm going to get back to the comments. We're here for an impromptu Sunday evening live because, yes, as of, I don't know, like an hour or so ago, the channel has hit 100,000 subscribers. Look at that. We got a little thing on there. How do we? Actually, we're now at 101,000 subscribers. So, you guys, I can't say it enough. Thank you. I want to say thank you to all of you, to every single person who's ever watched one of my videos, who's ever, commented, click subscribe, all of that stuff. It is amazing, and I truly want to say thank you to all of you. It's absolutely insane that there's now 101,000 people subscribed to my little channel. Where I'm here in my little tiny workshop, building things, fixing things, all of that sort of thing. It's unbelievable. So I am so grateful to all of you, and I just want to say thank you and come on here and hang out with you guys for a little while. And man, like I said, I can't even begin to wrap my head around that whole thing. We've been working on this for a long time. I think the first video I put up was in 2011 or 2012 or something like that. So, I mean, what, 14, 15 years ago? 13? I don't know. That's like a lot of math. And it's taken a while, but I guess I can't believe it. It's insane. So thank you. Thank you. Time Surfing says, good start. Everything is synced. Nice. That's awesome. See, I almost was going to use the lapel mic, and I said, nope, I haven't had a chance to get that synced up. So I'm not. We just left the same settings from the live stream this past Wednesday. And yeah, I didn't want to have to mess with it. Maybe this Wednesday I'll mess with that lapel. Because apparently when I do it on my own, trying to get it right, it doesn't work when it actually goes live. So we might mess with that a little bit. Scott's here. Scott says, congrats. Scott, thank you so much. Man, I appreciate that. And Victor, my friend, Victor's here. Victor says, congratulations. Right on. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, guys. This is amazing. That's amazing. So, on another note, what's everybody up to on this Sunday evening? You kind of winding down, getting ready for the upcoming week, or anybody have any plans? Anything you're doing? just because I wanted to come on and say thank you for the 100,000 doesn't mean we can't answer questions and stuff. We can make it an impromptu Q&A. So if anybody's got any questions, throw them down there in the chat. Right on. Cool. Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. I was playing around with some of the different overlays and things, trying to get. I wanted the counter up here so we can actually look at it, and kind of, since I got it set up and the time I got the live going, we've got one more, 101,000, and then we have this one that is also. Oh no, what was that? Did I break it? There we go. That one, but I couldn't. That's like a full screen one. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it sized where I wanted it. It's kind of weird because I don't watch, these numbers all that close really, but the last day or two I have been watching them pretty close, just because I knew we were coming up on this 100,000 and I wanted to try to catch it at least as close as possible. I didn't want it to happen at like 1 o'clock in the morning kind of thing. So I've been watching all these different counters, the YouTube counter and a couple different other ones. And it's weird because at times some of them are off by 20 or 30 different ones. So I'm like, which one's correct? But I always go off the YouTube one. And oddly enough, they all kind of hit the 100 at the same time, even though they were 20 or 30 difference. Kind of crazy. Brian's here. Brian, my hermit life says Rockstar. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Brian says, "Hey, I'll be in Colorado in August." Really? Nice. What part? I mean, don't tell me where. You don't have to put that out here, but what area? That's awesome. Right on. Right on. Let's see. Ken's here. Ken says, "Congratulations." Thank you, Ken. I appreciate that. Right on. Thank you so much. Gina says, "Computer just restarted. I'm back on the phone now." Oh, darn. I knew that. I wonder why it just restarted. That's weird. I was just on it not long ago. Yeah. This one's got an update too. Oh, do you guys remember? This is totally off topic, but I think it was in the live. Either this past Wednesday or maybe it was the week before. But I was talking about how on my desktop computer, right? It's Windows 10, and it was always incompatible with the Windows 11 upgrade, right? So it said you can't support Windows 11 or something to that effect. And then I'd mentioned in the recent live stream how I'd gotten a notice saying that, oh, you need to install Windows 11. And I was thinking, that's kind of weird because you told me that it wouldn't, that it was incompatible. Well, 4 or 5 days ago, it might have even been right after the live stream, that Wednesday evening, or maybe it was last Thursday. I don't remember. Within the last few days, right? The computer had restarted, and it took like an hour. No, it was during the live stream this past Wednesday. When I started the live stream, it had restart to install updates. When I finished the live stream, went back inside, it was still restarting. And I thought, well, that's odd. It's taken like an hour and 15 minutes to reset. Well, it had automatically installed Windows 11. So now my computer had upgraded to Windows 11, and it seems okay. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I just thought that was strange. It never even gave me the opportunity. But I just wanted to throw that out there because we talked about that in one of the live streams here just this last week. And then Gina said something about the computer restarting. Anyway, Brian's going to be in Broomfield. Oh, right on. Up there in the Denver area. No coffee today. Although, that would have been kind of nice. Cup of coffee. It's a little bit too late for me to be drinking coffee. But let's see here. Tony's, retracted. Don't worry, Tony, I didn't see it. I don't even know what it was. Right on. Oh, it's so cool. 101. And that's a live update too. That'll update actually if somebody else subscribed. Of course, once we're not live, it won't, but Tony said, church this morning and dance recital for one of the grandkids this afternoon. Nice, Tony. That sounds like a great day. That's cool. Yep, we had kind of a cool after after the live stream on Wednesday, we had some band concerts and stuff for my daughter's school, which was super cool. And just wrapping up some school stuff here this past Friday, conferences and whatnot. And we got a few things to wrap up this week, and we are on summer break. It's gonna be nuts. But yeah, Tony, that sounds like a great day. Dance recital and all that. That's cool. We had a pretty nice day here. Weather was a little weird. Was super nice this morning, and then like some storm clouds came in. I guess there was some severe weather up in the Denver area. I heard talk of tornadoes. So hopefully everybody up that way is okay and everything's safe and sound. We're coming into that time of year here, unfortunately, where I mean we're liable to get some of these severe storms, and they're kind of a drag. Brian says, "I'll show you how to ride a horse. Let's do it." I mean, I know how, sort of, but let's do it. I'm down. Not against it whatsoever. My daughter'd be all in. I know that for a fact. Yeah, let's go. Super cool. Yeah, I'm serious. You want to? Let's do it. We'll come up there. I don't know. That'd be fun. Alrighty. Well, I mean, I guess while we're here, I can show you kind of what I'm working on. You guys want to see what I'm working on? If you do, hit that thumbs up button. Let's see the thumbs up button, and then we'll jump into it. I'll show you real quick. We're not going to be on here for a ton of time, but I did want to come on again and say thank you to all of you for the 100,000 subscribers, which is now 100,001. Yeah, it's weird. It's on the opposite side of the screen. 100,001 right there. Yeah. Right on. Oh, there's Tony. Tony with the thumbs up. Cool. Okay. Yeah, we'll jump in. I'll show you that. I'll probably talk about it a little bit again in the live this coming week. But so something I'm going to be tackling here is I recently found this old wooden crate thing. It's cool, like shot shells and stuff. Just a cool old school wooden crate. But there's a piece broken off the bottom. I gotta get where you can see that. Here, hold on. The camera is tracking, so I need to turn that tracking off so that I can actually move it. There we go. Look at that. Oh no, it turned back on. Stop it. But anyway, well, let's hold it this way. I gotta make a new piece. Now this isn't gonna be like a huge in-depth project video, but my goal is gonna be to repair this. But I'm gonna make it a little bit harder on myself, and instead of just cutting a piece, that's a tongue and groove piece. So in order to recreate that piece, I found a scrap of wood here we'll end up cutting a piece out of. And I picked up like a super cheap chisel from the hardware store. I'm going to make a router plane, my own router plane, out of some spalted maple, and use that to cut the tongue and groove to make the replacement piece to fix up this old crate. So it's going to be more so about making the router plane and less about fixing the crate, although I'm going to use the router plane to fix the crate. Should be a fun little project, just because I want to save this thing. This thing is too cool. You know, they don't make any more of these. They don't make these things anymore, so I want to save it. And I could just put it together, cut that tongue off of there. I don't want to do that. I want to keep the original tongue, try to keep everything intact, and just put on a new piece. So that's going to be the project. So really the project is going to be making my own router plane. Have you guys ever made a router plane? Not a router plane. I take that back. Rabbiting plane. I don't know how many times I said router plane. You could make a router plane with this, but I'm going to make a rabbit plane. Where it cuts right up against the edge. Should be really cool. I've not made one of those, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. Brian says, congratulations, brother, 100K. Right on, my friend. Thank you. In the super chat. Right on, Brian. Brian, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Right on. Right on. That's awesome. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we got going on. I'm gonna be working on that, making a router plane here. Probably gonna be able to get a good chunk of the router. Why do I keep saying router plane? Rabbiting plane done. Should be able to get most of it done tomorrow because I'm not making the iron. You know, I just bought like a super cheap chisel from the hardware store. It was like $5, and probably just cut the handle off. Maybe I'll leave it on there for now. Yeah, I might do that, and just use that. Make a new little piece of tongue and groove stuff. Fix this old crate right up, like almost as good as new. Right on, Dastardly Dave's here. Dave, what's going on, my friend? Dave says, congratulations. Right on. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Dave. Oh, man. Brian says, you need more super chats. Let's go, friends. Right on. Thank you, Brian. Yes. Again, I want to say it again. I can't say it enough. But, you know, you guys, thank you. Thank you. Because, you know, as cliche as it sounds, if it wasn't for you guys, I mean, I would just be sitting here building stuff. I mean, truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. I never would have thought 100,000, 101,000 people are going to hit the subscribe button on my little channel. I mean, it's mind-blowing. I can't believe it. So, right on. Dave says, happy for you. Keep on doing it. Right on, Dave. I am, we're going to keep on trucking, man. You know, just keep on going. Yeah, I'm not planning on making really any changes for anything. Just onward and upward, right? Yeah. Yeah, just Dave, I just wanted to come in. That's why I'm here. Because, you know, just to kind of hang out with you guys for a little while. Mainly because I wanted to, you know, just jump on and say thank you to everybody. So, yeah. Now, Time Servant says, I knew you'd do it. Thank you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. I definitely appreciate that. But keep spreading the word. Tell everyone. Yes, and it really does. It really does mean a lot, and it helps, you know, when you guys hit the thumbs up and you hit the share buttons and you hit the subscribe button, all of that stuff really does make a huge difference. Yeah, I'm so thankful. And then to be able to come on and just hang out with everybody. I mean, you know, we're just, every time we do a live and stuff like that, and even in the comments and all that, for the most part, there's never an issue. It's like we're just, you know, friends and family hanging out together, and that's exactly what I wanted to, you know, wanted this to be like. I didn't want it to have any sort of I don't know, weird, I don't even know what the word is. But anyway, I wanted it to be that kind of community, right? Where we're just buddies. We just, you know, we got questions and we just, you know, shoot the breeze with each other, and it's super cool. Right on. So anyway, let's see. I didn't know what time we started this. It was only like 20 minutes ago. We can hang out a little more. Yeah. And I'm glad that we didn't have any technical difficulties today. Doesn't mean we're not going to have them on Wednesday, but I'm glad we're not having them today. Time Servant says, should put your 100K button on the sandpaper organizer. Ooh, right up there. Oh, you know, that would be kind of cool. It's not a bad angle for like the lives. It's kind of on the side. It would be great for the live streams. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should put it on a hinge so that when I'm filming a regular video, it can like fold out and then it can go back. Yeah, that would be kind of neat. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find somewhere to put it. We'll find somewhere to put it. I know it'll get covered in dust here, but that's all right. It's all good. Maybe I'll rearrange some things. Maybe I'll put it up here. Is this thing still following me? No. Of course, I don't know how long it takes to get that thing in either. You know, I could put it up here. I made this wooden one a long time ago. In fact, that's a video that's on my channel still. I think this was 20,000. So, I mean, it was quite a while ago. R.I.P. Johnson Paste Wax. Let's take this one down. I can't even reach it. Yeah, this one. I made this one. Oh no, what happened? I'm over here, camera. This is one I made. I don't even remember. I'd have to go back and look. 2017-ish, something like that. Just a cool, like a barnwood. And then, yeah, just this was like in celebration of 20,000, I believe it was. Go watch the video if you haven't seen it. Maybe we'll hang. Oh, there's a look off of dust up there. Did you see that when the camera was up there? Maybe we'll put it up there. We got a little time. Who knows how long it takes to get. Time Servant says dust is what got you where you are. Yes, you're right. That's why I don't have a problem putting it out here. Let it get covered in dust. That's why it's here. Because everything gets covered in dust. You're absolutely right. I don't have a problem with that. Robert's here. Robert says surprise live stream. Yes, Robert. Just wanted to come on because the channel hit 100,000 about an hour or so ago. Hour and 15 minutes ago, something like that. So I wanted to come on and just hang out with everybody and say thank you. And thank you to you, Robert. You're part of the gang, so I appreciate it. Time Servant says make a bass guitar with it. That would be funny. It's just a big shiny button with a neck. That would be kind of cool, actually. I wonder if you can get an extra one. Probably it's like I don't know. But yeah, we'll figure out where to put that thing, and it's definitely going to go out here. For exactly the reason that you mentioned, Time Surfing, because that's where it belongs. You got to dust it off every once in a while. It's totally fine. Oh no, the camera blinked at me. Did it stop tracking? It did. I didn't even like hold my hand up. I didn't think. Yeah. Robert says, congrats. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you. I gotta stand up, I think. I kind of like this standing up a little bit. And I know that the camera will kind of follow me around. As long as the audio stays good, then we should be all right. So, yeah. Yeah, pretty cool day, I would say. But yeah, I'm looking forward to working on this thing a little bit tomorrow, making the rabbit plane. So I don't know if I missed it or not, but have you guys ever used a rabbit plane? And basically it's like, where there's no side on one side so that the blade goes right up to the edge so that you can, basically cut a rabbit. I've never used one. So of course, we're just going to build one and see what happens. All right. Some sort of thing popped up there. So yeah. Let's see. Was everybody all ready for the week ahead of us? Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Definitely we're still looking forward to getting into, I don't know, spring or something. I'm still wearing a sweatshirt. When I came out here, I had my beanie on, but it's a little bit warmer in here, I think. Whoa. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but some sort of hot rod or something out there. It sounded neat. Robert says, I've seen people building using a rabbit plane. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna be making one for a project here tomorrow. We're gonna turn this old not old. It's not even old at all. We're gonna turn this chisel into a rabbit plane. Little homemade rabbit plane. Got some maple here we're gonna use. It's really not all that hard from what I can see, and yeah, should be working good, I think. I've never used these. Has anybody ever used a black diamond chisel? Let's see what this thing looks like. Let's use another chisel to open up a chisel. How do you do that? Is that a squeeze? I'm going to stab myself. I just went to the hardware store this afternoon to try to find just a cheap, inexpensive chisel. That's actually pretty sharp. Wow. Oh yeah, that's gonna work good. We'll hone that edge. The back definitely needs polish. I don't know if you can see that. Like, it's not a mirror polish at all, but it's not terrible. It's not smooth. I can feel the grind marks, and there's a little nick in the blade. But yeah, this is gonna work good. I'm not too worried about any of that. Most likely I'll end up cutting this thing off at some point. We'll see. Should be pretty cool. Should be pretty cool. All right. Let's see. Time Server says, Mr. Jeff, congratulations. I got a jet. See you on Wednesday, you dust magnet. Right on, Time Serpent. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna probably get out of here too. Like I said, I wasn't planning on coming on and doing a super long thing. I really just wanted to come on and say hi to everybody, and mainly to say thank you again to all of you. And I'll say it again. Thank you guys. The channel hit 100,000 subscribers today, just about an hour and a half ago, and it's all because of you guys. And I'm so grateful for your continued support, and we're gonna keep going, right? We're gonna keep building stuff and making things and doing projects and all that. So looking forward to see where we go. And yeah, and it's all because of you guys. I can't even talk. All because of all of you that we hit this milestone, and thank you so much. So, but anyway, yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, and we will be back. So if you haven't seen the video that came out yesterday, doing some repairs to my weed trimmer, that video is live on the channel. A week ago, I did the video where I was restoring this hand plane. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. And next week, I got a video coming out next weekend. This coming Wednesday, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, we're going to be doing our live stream Wednesday morning like we always do. Nothing's changing. We're just going to keep doing the projects. And if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you on as a subscriber and follow along and all that stuff. I definitely appreciate it. Again, thank you, everybody. King Rob says, congrats on 100K. Right on. Thank you. I appreciate that. Robert says, we'll check you out again Wednesday. Right on. Thanks, Robert. You guys have an awesome rest of your evening. Thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. Have an awesome week, and we'll see you all next time. If you can, and you haven't tuned in yet, I hope to see you guys on Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Thanks, guys. We did it. Finally made it. 100K. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. So take care, everyone. We'll catch you later. Over and out.